Now, it might be the start of a new year, but there's hopefully new ground to be broken for Spanish Point ladies footballers on Friday morning as they go to UL to take on Mercy Mount Talk in the Senior A Schools semi-final. Delighted to have their coach Eimear Considine with us to look ahead to it. No doubt, Eimear, this is a fixture that was playing on your mind over the Christmas.
Yeah, it was, and the girls have put in a lot of work over the Christmas period to kind of stay sharp in advance of the game. Obviously, Christmas is a time of rest for a lot of people, but the Spanish Point girls didn't get probably the rest that they wanted. But you know what, they've done it the last 2 years, and they've trained over Christmas, and they know it's been worth it in the end because, as you know, we've had 2 pretty successful years. So they know that you have to put in that work over the Christmas period, I suppose, and we've a really, really tough game ahead of us on Friday against Mercy Mount Talk.
The work that you say there, I was just going to have a look back on this year's campaign, but I suppose you can't look at 1 year in isolation. It has been some journey over the last 2 or 3.
Yeah, so 2 years ago, the girls were in Senior C, and we won the Munster final in 2 years ago, Senior C, and finally lost the All-Ireland semi-final. Then last year we got promoted up to B, and we won the B Munster final, and again lost the All-Ireland semi-final. So we're now in an A semi-final after winning all our pool games against the 2 Thurles teams and John the Baptist and Limerick. So, and then after beating Loretta Fermoy in the next round after that. So a pretty successful, 4 games and 1 in A this year. So it's been really good so far. But you know what, the girls have really good attitudes. They're fantastic footballers. They're willing to train, whether it's in the morning times, after school, coming to Kilmehel to come down to the Astor pitch to go train on Tuesday night, on a Sunday evening, over the Christmas, over the midterms. You know, they're putting in the work over the last couple of years. So it hasn't just been a 1 year journey. It's been a 3 year journey with coaches and management, and Fiona and Paul are in there as well, with myself and Shauna. And you know, it's a whole team effort. The girls that are gone, the girls that are still there coming through, that have been subs, that haven't got a lot of game time over the last couple of years. And even this year there's probably 5 or 6 girls starting that didn't see any game time last year. So the transition is seamless as a result of, I suppose, the panel being there over the last couple of years and setting those standards high. And
that's also a huge testament to both ambition and consistency.
It is, and you know, it's the same messages. We're trying to play the same way. We're trying to keep the same structure so that it is a seamless transition from the girls that are sitting on the bench, that they can see what the plan is and what we're trying to do. So it's not a new blueprint this year. It's the same kind of idea that we're trying to do. Obviously building around our strengths, building around our key players, and working towards our strengths and playing with them as well.
And this is something that should be lauded by all of Clare ladies football, because what a boost it would be right at the start of the year to see a Clare team into a Senior A Munster final.
Yeah, well, do you know what? The schools over the last couple of years have been quite successful. Like Gloucester were in the All-Ireland final last year in the B. We were there in the C the year before last year. You know, it's pushing the standards, and you can see, I suppose, the development of that underage. The minors had a massive win in the All-Ireland last year, and I'd say maybe a quarter, 2 quarter, half. I'm not sure how many of the girls were playing on that All-Ireland winning team. But, you know, when you're playing football at a high level, I suppose it only drives on the standard of Clare football across the board. And there really is a fantastic talent pool back in West Clare, and the Spanish Point girls are, you know, they're from all different clubs. It's Milltown, it's Kimurray, it's Curraclare, it's Dunbeg. We're not missing out on anybody there, but you know, it really just shows the standard of football in the West.
What do we know about the opponents?
Look, they're a Kerry team. They've beaten the current All-Ireland A champions in Skibbereen. They're going to be very, very good. They're coached by Amanda Brosnan and Louise Vera-Hertig. So if you're in the ladies football world, you don't need to say any more about them too. They'll be very well coached. A lot of Kerry under 16s, Kerry minors, Kerry under 14s. Like any Kerry team, they love to kick a ball. They're going to look for long range points, and we've come up against Kerry teams in the past couple of years, and you know, they're excellent footballers. But look, we can do our work on them, but we focus on our strengths, and we have some amazing footballers that I'm sure they're looking at and they're trying to target too. And I suppose we focus on our strengths and look to getting the ball to who we want to get the ball to.
And also, I've been at a couple of your games along that journey. There is a huge support base from all those clubs that you mentioned there. And I suppose a trip down the road to UL, it's not the most arduous one on a Friday morning. It would mean a lot, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it is fantastic. And over the years, I've obviously got to know the parents and family members, and even like past players. Obviously, a lot of them go to college down in UL, so they come down and they support us. And it's kind of it's a whole community, and I've learned that everyone in Spanish Point is football mad, and it's not just the students or the teachers, it's the parents and the friends and the families. And I suppose it brings a culture as well, and it's an importance. We all know the benefits of sport, and I suppose there'll hopefully be a huge crowd there on Friday against Sport and the girls, and hopefully come away with a good result.
And if I can take one hat off you and put another one on, Eimear, you'd be hoping it's a successful start to what is a busy weekend, because 24 hours later, I've no doubt the appointments are made. You'll be getting your medals from your senior success with Clonmel this coming weekend. They're not easily got, and I'd say they'll be gratefully received.
They will, yeah. It's only my second one to get, so I didn't have much to do this year with it. I was happy to just be sitting on the sideline. But look, we're at the start of a new year. We're all guns blazing again for this year. Timmy and the lads are staying on as well, so it's great to have again the continuity with that.
And you speak about numbers. I think I was told there's somewhere in the region of 38 medals to be given out, so clearly there is a lot of depth to this panel.
There really is, and yeah, I think I had number 37 on me for a finish in the county final, which was, I think Rosie had to order new jerseys. We never ever had that problem before. But it just shows the youth is coming through, and there's some really good underage girls coming through as well as a few older ones. But I suppose in the end there, we were able to do, challenge matches against ourselves. But for the county final under lights, we had a full 15 game. And to me said, if someone was sitting up in the stand, you wouldn't know who was the starters and who wasn't. It was the competition for places was what drove us on for a finish. And we'll be hoping to keep those numbers for a small West Clare club. It's great to have.